What's up, tribe? How you guys doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I hope you like this video. We are here to wrap up season 2 of Young, Famous, and African. It's season 2, episode 9. So, I feel like we wrapped a lot of things up, but there's some stuff we sort of still left hanging. You know, we never really got to... I never really got to the storyline with Boolyang and her former friend. Like, why did they fall out? What's the deal? What happened with them? But I guess we're not gonna find out because she left the show. Neither here nor there. We pick up where we left off with the women fighting. We got Zuri arguing with Fanta. Now listen, Fanta, let me tell you something. You really played yourself throughout this whole situation. You started off being this bad bee. I don't need a man. I can get a man. Me and Diamond, it's whatever. When we see each other, it's cool. When we don't see each other, he do what he do and I do what I do. But the more you around Zuri, the less you act like that. Like, Diamond really got down with you because he really thought that you understood the rules and you were willing to play the game. And what we're realizing is you was really feeling Diamond and you really was trying to turn that situation into more than what it really was. Your mouth was saying one thing, but your actions were saying different. You are sitting there arguing with Zuri, calling her fake, telling her, saying she wear fake designers and you young and you are rich. See, anytime somebody got to resort to I'm young, you're old, like, and then she said you had 2 babies by him and you still couldn't keep him. See, that's where you're wrong. I promise you, at the end of the day, if Zuri want Diamond, she can always have Diamond. Now, is Zuri going to have a Diamond that doesn't cheat? No. Is Zuri going to have a Diamond that don't run them streets? No. But can Zuri have Diamond whenever she feels like having Diamond? Yes. You cannot. You were a plaything. You were something that was fun to do in the moment, in that time. First of all, Diamond lost interest in you when you went back and told everybody what happened. I'm just telling you what I know. Diamond was cool. I mean, even though it was on the show and he knew it was going to be on the show. But Diamond was cool with playing around. But when you went back and told everybody and then you threw it in Zuri's face, that's when Diamond really had lost interest in you. You see, he wasn't calling you back. You see, he wasn't getting no return phone calls. Then he lied, talking about something he don't have a girlfriend. And he is literally all over social media with this woman. Okay? Fanta, you played yourself. Neither here nor there. Then we had a scene with Diamond, DJ, Naked, and what's his name, Lewis. He apologized to Diamond because he was like, look, I said these things. I was defending my friend Fanta. I didn't mean for it to come out feeling no kind of way. You know, I wasn't saying that you were a bad guy. Or anything like that. I was just saying that I feel like, you know, I didn't want her to become, basically, I didn't want her to be known as just another notch on your belt. So it wasn't necessarily against you. It's so much about me defending my friend. And Diamond was like, look, we cool. It's good. And then Naked was talking to the fellas about Kaylee and the relationship and really realizing that he's got to make a decision about settling their, you know, child, being the man, making it permanent. Now, honestly, y'all, I thought that Diamond was talking about he was finally going to propose to this woman. He has this whole dinner set up, this whole romantic rooftop, got I love you spread out and all this beautiful stuff just to give her a key to his apartment. He's talking about some, our love doesn't have to be defined by anybody else, and this is my way of showing you my commitment. Ladies, we have got to stop making this so easy for men. And then Kelly sitting there like, I know, right. It's our relationship. We define it. It's us. We decide. Girl, you want to be married. Period. You want to be married. That is what you want from him. And you are choosing to continuously settle for less because you would rather have a piece of him than none of him. And he knows it. And like he said, I done been married twice. I just don't want to F it up again. That is reasonable and that is understandable. But Kelly, as long as you keep letting, I mean, I know it's an old cliche, but as long as you keep letting him get that cow for free, I mean, that milk for free, he ain't going to never buy the cow. And if that's not what you want, fine. But if that's what you want, you need to make a decision. So then Connie Annie decides that she gonna put together this peace summit. Um, she calls Fanta with Zuri, with Diamond, Swanky. I don't even know why Swanky was there, child. To bring all of them together. And she don't tell everybody that everybody else is going to be there, right? So they all show up and everybody is feeling some kind of way. And honestly, it only dissolved into a whole yelling match once again. And Diamond ends up getting up and walking away because Diamond is like, I don't even want this. I don't want this energy. And honestly, he didn't want to answer for the stuff that he had said because the reality is he probably did tell Fanta a lot of that stuff that she repeated. She just wasn't supposed to repeat it. And now he's sitting there in the middle of this whole situation that has turned into a whole thing because he was really just trying to get a little piece up off of Fanta, and Fanta then turned it into a whole situation, and now he mad about it because he was like, I don't really appreciate this. Like, I don't like it. I don't like the drama. I don't really like the headaches. That's why I don't have no woman. That's why I just float around from country to country and sleep with who I want to sleep with and don't make no commitments because I really don't want this. So, you know, honestly, it just... And y'all know I don't even really like Zuri like that. But y'all done made me Zari, whatever her name is. But Fanta, you really made yourself look like a fool. Like, you really played yourself. Because when Diamond didn't defend you and Diamond didn't back up what you said and was like, no, that is what you said. No, I did tell her that. And he just walked away. He really had you sitting there looking real stupid. Now, later on, at the end of this episode, you made yourself, in my opinion, look even more dumb because you met him down to the private airplane. He get ready to fly out of town, and you were like, I'm still mad at him, you know, and you let him sweet talk your ass, and before you knew it, you laid up kissing him and sitting all on his lap. You probably would have jumped on that plane if he had invited you to go. I mean, I just was like, what happened to this bad bitch? I don't need a man. I'm in charge of my body. I do what I want to do, when I want to do, how I want to do it. Where is she? That's what we started this season with. And I don't know, like, Diamond, it just must be platinum. That's what they call you, platinum, baby, diamond, whatever they call it. That just must be what it is. Because this whole situation was a situation, okay? This whole situation was a situation. So then we slide over to Annie having a conversation with Tubaba. And he's telling her about what happened when Swanky sort of approached him when they were down at the soccer, when they were playing soccer, whatever they were doing. And Annie was like, what? I can't believe he did that. Who does he think he is? He doesn't understand. And basically, she just confirmed what I said. You were Annie's friend and became associated with Tubaba through Annie. You were not Tubaba's friend. At least that's how I felt. And Tubaba felt real disrespected. Like, look, whatever y'all got going on is whatever y'all got going on. Don't bring me in it. Don't ask me about it. Don't put me, like, no. And Andy was like, I don't appreciate that. Like, he really done got beside himself. Like he begged me to let you style him. Like, he used me to get close to you. Like, that's how she was talking, right? So, and Dele decides that enough is enough. He said, listen, I'm tired of being in the middle. You know, Swanky misses Annie, Annie misses Swanky, and we really need to clear this whole thing up. We really need to clear this whole thing up. And Swanky's thing is, listen, I'll sit down and I'll talk to Annie if she's going to be honest. Because my problem is, I tried to have a conversation with Annie, and she wouldn't be honest about it. She tried to, you know, she wanted to move past it. She wanted to just, like, pretend like, you know, it never happened. And I'm just not interested in that type of a superficial conversation. So if it's going to be a real conversation, fine. I'll sit down and talk to her. But if it's going to be another one of these superficial conversations, I don't want no parts of it. So Andele puts the meeting together between Swanky and Annie. And Annie starts that whole, Swanky, I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to do this. Because, see, now she mad because she felt like Swanky done approached Tubaba. And she got her shades on. Well, Swanky had his shades on too. And she's like, he's talking and she getting on her phone. She's yawning. She's acting like, you know, I don't even want to talk about it. And Swanky is like, see, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I'm trying to talk to her and she's being disrespectful. He was like, I can't do anything until she admits. He said, listen, at the end of the day, I was on that call and I heard what you said. And until you can just acknowledge what you said and admit what you said, there's really nowhere for us to go. So it turned into a whole yelling match. It got loud, and Dele was like, we're not doing this. Like, we're not going to be the crazy people in the restaurant acting stupid. Y'all need to calm y'all asses down. So he gets them to calm down. And finally, Annie breaks down. She finally breaks down, and she admits what Swanky has been saying this whole time. She admits that she did say some stuff. She said, sometimes my anger gets the best of me. She said, I was hurt because I felt like when you excluded me from that dinner, which still the timing is off, but it's whatever. She said, I felt like you just didn't want to be associated with me because of all of the scandals. She said, I don't think people understand how bad things got when that information, I feel like after the show came out and she really like told all their business, and then the story came out that he allegedly had another baby. She said, I don't think people understood just how bad things got. And, I felt like you didn't want to be associated with me because of the scandal, and that hurt. So she said, yes, I did say some things. I was mad and I let my anger get the best of me. And, you didn't know he heard it. And you didn't want to admit it because once you calm down and you stop being mad, you realize how bad the stuff was that you said, and you realize how hurtful the stuff was. So she sincerely did apologize at that point because she finally admitted that she said it, and she explained why. And Swanky was like, that's all I needed. Like, that's all I wanted. I miss you too. They started crying. They got the hugging. I said, so we had to go through this whole season of Annie acting like she didn't know what the hell Swanky was talking about, trying to gaslight Swanky, trying to act like Swanky was the crazy one and he was the liar, just for us to get to the last episode and for her to be like, yeah, I said it. I said, you know what? So that is it, y'all. That was the episode. That is the end of season 2. Now, let me say this. I like the show. I like the people on the show. My only issue with this season, it was very choppy. Like, there was no ending to the scenes. Like, it would just be like dinner, argument, move on to the next scene. Like, when they went out to, play soccer, we ain't never even seen them play no soccer. We just saw Swanky confront Tubaba, and that was the end. Next thing you know, boom, somewhere else. This person happened, that person happened, boom, no ending. I just need them to be a little more smooth with the transitions. But I would love to see a season 3. I like the show. I love the people on the show. Like, even the people that I don't like, I like, if that makes any sense. I like seeing them on the show. Don't know if I would actually hang out with them if they somebody I could be cool with. But I love seeing them on the show. Anyway, that was it. Let me know what you guys think. Talk to y'all later. Peace.